everyone. My name is Roger Rugi, and I'm a mentor with Pathfinder Resilience. I'm going to talk to you today about energy. And I know that this could be a little bit of a woo-woo kind of topic, but the truth is, we have an electromagnetic field around our body, and it's especially concentrated here in the brain and really concentrated here in the heart. In fact, the heart is an amazing electromagnetic influencer of our environment. And if you doubt that, take a look at the research from the HeartMath Institute. I've studied with them, and I'm a resilience advantage trainer with the HeartMath Institute. Their research is really profound. So once again, I never expect you to believe a thing that I say to you. I expect you to put it to the test, do the research for yourself. And so take a look at this idea of our electromagnetic field. We've been able to capture this now with scientific instrumentation. You may have heard of the aura, and we can use a special form of photography to actually see the energy field that surrounds our human body. So it's there, and it's profound because we can actually influence with nothing more than our mind the depth of that field, how big it is or how tight it is. What's really interesting in some of the studies, when you see someone who's very happy, who's feeling just really good about life, this electromagnetic field expands way off of the body. It's bright and it has all these cool, bright colors. It's amazing, right? And you could see it. And when somebody's in a low energy, kind of depressed, a little bit sad, you see the field collapse in on itself. Whoa, that's phenomenal. But then the question is, okay, so what? That's kind of cool, but what do I do with it? Glad you asked, because I'm going to give you a little bit of an energy practice right now to feel this on your own. And then I'm going to give you some ways to expand that process in future videos. Let's see if we can get you to feel this first. So here's your very first homework assignment for this type of thing. And if you don't feel it right now, don't worry about it. Give it a minute. Here's what I want you to do. Our hands are very, very sensitive. We have so many nerves running through here. And in the Asian culture, lots of what they call meridians. These are channels of the electromagnetic field that we can scientifically measure. So again, this is science, friends. It's not a bunch of woo-woo made up stuff. We're catching up now scientifically to really validate what's been in the wisdom cultures for thousands of years. So let's see if you can feel it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our hands, and I want you to rub them together a little bit, just to get a little bit of blood flow in there, especially if your hands are cold right now. The better the blood flow, the better we're going to be able to feel what I'm going to ask you to feel. Now, here's what I'd like you to do. Go ahead and separate your palms. Now, you probably feel a little bit of warmth, maybe some tingling happening because you got some blood flow in there. That's terrific. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to bring your palms together and just notice if there's a change in pressure, like a thickness or a viscosity in the air, where all of a sudden it's like normal, 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 normal. Wait, what's that? For me right now, I'm feeling it right about here. So I feel this change in pressure. That's you feeling the exchange of your electromagnetic field between the palms of your hands. Pretty cool. Now, again, if you can't feel that right now, don't worry about it. If you stay with this, you'll feel it. Try this if you're having trouble or you want to feel it enhanced. Close your eyes for a minute and keep your hands in that spot and just feel. Just kind of go in and out of it. Nah, it's there, it's not there. There it is, there it is. Well, not there. Okay. Now, see how much you can feel it. And where do you feel it? Right now, as I'm compressing it, I'm feeling a lot of pressure right here in the center of my palms, where there's a lot of nerve endings, a lot of those meridian points end up there. Now, flatten your palm a little bit, right? Instead of this normal, flatten it a little bit and see if that changes it for you. For most of you, you'll probably feel an increase in pressure because you're opening up some of those energy gates in there and allowing it to flow even better. Isn't that interesting? You can actually feel your own energy. Now, once you've got it here, try it here. Try it against your head. It's about the same distance for me. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes it'll be out here. If I'm here with my hands, it may be further away in my head or closer. There's no real rhyme or reason to it except what I'm about to share with you. But just see if you can feel it there. You can use both hands if you want. I can feel the heat of it. It's subtle, but it's there. Now, bear with me because there's a point to all this. I want you to put it to your heart. One hand, both hands, doesn't matter, just in the chest area. And notice if it's different from the head. Like right now, I'm right about here with my head. And right now I'm about here, which is about that much further away from my head to my heart, right? It's expanded around my heart, which kind of goes in alignment with the science where the heart is a stronger electromagnetic field. All right. If you've got it, and don't worry about it if you don't, practice will get it there. You'll suddenly go, yeah, there it is. I feel it. Pretty cool. Here's what I want you to do next. I want you to close your eyes and keep your hands. And I want you to think about something really happy and joyful, something that gives you amazing, brings a smile to your face right away. For me, it's always a picture of my granddaughter, right? Maybe it's a pet, or maybe it's something you're just particularly happy about right now. Whatever that is, think about that and then try the hands again and see if it changes. So I'm going to do this with my granddaughter because she always brings a smile. Let me do that. So I'm going to get her in my mind's eye. She put on her mom's glasses the other day and they took a picture of her and these giant glasses. Makes me smile every time. So now what I'm going to do is see what's happened to my energy field. So I'm going to find that edge again. Okay, here's where it is. Now look at that. So it was about here and now it's out here as I think about that happy thought. Cool, huh? So I've expanded my energy field by thought alone. Why does that matter? Because as our field is more expansive, we become more tuned in with our environment for the things that bring us happiness and joy. That, friends, is a game changer. So when you think about the other exercises we've gone over, positivity, gratitude, all that stuff, we're having a new way to experience that by tuning into the things in our environment that are more oriented to that, because that electromagnetic field will recognize the same energy pattern in others. Now you can reverse this. You can think to yourself about something that is sad or depressing or it bums you out. Something that happened is like, oh man, right now as I'm recording this, it's almost tax time. They're right. So what happens to my field when I think about, oh, I got to pay my taxes. I hope I don't owe this year. That's the thought I'm going to put in my head right now. You should try it too. Try something like that. That's going to be like, oh man, I don't know. I got to give that speech tomorrow. I got to talk to my spouse about this or whatever, right? Go ahead and feel something that's on the opposite side of the positive fence, a little bit more negative oriented, see what happens. So I'm thinking now about the taxes. And there it is. If you think I'm making this up right now, just prove it to yourself. My field contracted on the thought of negativity. Now that contracted field is also recognizing everything around me that matches that energetic signature, the frequency of negativity. In this case, I'm a little afraid maybe I got to owe some big dollars this year. Okay, I'll deal with it, but that doesn't make me feel all rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies, does it? It's more of a fear response. And notice how it contracts my field. Well, if my field is contracted, that's the signature I'm putting out. And like attracts like. My electromagnetic field compressed in those emotions of fear, distress, whatever it is, also recognizes that in my environment, and that's all I can see. I'll notice it everywhere I go because that's the signal I'm putting out, just like whether I'm thinking positive or negative thoughts and I scan my environment for that, my body is being programmed, my mind is being programmed based on the energy I'm putting out. A little bit of an abstract concept, but friends, the more that we can expand that field, the more we'll attract positive things into our life and the more we'll see those things. People will respond to it. You've noticed it. You've been in a room where that person is just alive on fire. You want to know them. And you've also walked into the room where you've went, oh, that's how nature says, do not touch. Exactly. Play with this. And we're going to build on it in future videos. I'll see you next time.